That's an interesting question. I wouldn't say that there's much of a difference between making your own and buying a bag soil as long as the bag soil is properly mineral balanced and as long as what you're making is properly mineral balanced. So if you have a soil mix that has been meticulously balanced through like Mehlich 3 testing and saturated paste testing, they're all going to perform relatively the same. Um, with some few exceptions, the different inputs used kind of set a foundation for like the carbohydrates that are present, and the enzymes that are going to be present in the soil, which will eventually they create the precursors and cofactors um, that lead to different secondary metabolite expression. And so what that means is when you have a different soil composition, your end product is going to be slightly different. And this is what people call like terroir in like grape cultivation and a tobacco cultivation, where you see in different topographically unique locations with different topographically unique soils that the same genetic, same phenotype, same clone can express itself in different ways based on that soil composition and the environmental conditions. So in an indoor setting, we control our environmental conditions. For the most part, our air is going to be slightly different, but our temperatures and our humidity, we try to keep a close control of them, right? So, based off the different inputs that are used in the soil that you're using, you'll get a slightly different genetic expression. But if the soils are made properly, they should perform the same. Sometimes people do more or less organic matter. They decide to use thermophilic compost instead of like an earthworm casting. And that'll change things a little bit. But as long as you have like well draining soil, um, and not too much organic matter. I think that having too much organic matter can actually limit the growth rate of your plant. It should perform mostly the same. So another contributing factor would be if you're using like peat versus coco coir in your soil mix, because that behaves a little bit differently. The cation exchange capacity is going to be a little bit different, and your drainage is going to be a little bit different. Also, those two different bases, they have kind of like different interactions with certain nutrients, like coco coir and calcium is one of those interactions. So if those things are accommodated for, they should perform relatively the same, but with slightly different